Hey gang, happy Monday. We are, I think, 8 days away from pitchers and catchers reporting. I'm very excited. Can't wait for spring training to get started, see what the Yankees have and all that stuff. I still think there's going to be some moves made. I keep saying that, but I want to talk about where I think Brian Sabean and Omar Minaya are actually going to be valuable for this team and very, very helpful for Brian Cashman. I think it's going to be one specific area. I mean, these guys have expertise, long-time expertise, okay? And whether it be scouting, player development, internationally, collegiate, everything, okay? And they've done a good job at building teams. I mean, Sabean was instrumental. We know this already in drafting the core four and developing the core four for the Yankees themselves. Omar Minaya has some GM experience. It wasn't the greatest GM, at least with the Mets, but he's got a very keen eye for identifying talent, particularly internationally. So I think that's going to come in handy one way or another. And there's some areas where I think the Yankees are deficient in those, particularly as it pertains to development of pitching, so prospect pitching as well. So I think these guys are going to help in that regard. But where I think they're going to help the most is situations like last year's trade deadline. I don't think the Yankees would have traded Waldichuk and Sears for Frankie Montas had Brian Sabean and Omar Minaya been here. I think they would have convinced Cashman to not do that. I think it's going to be the difference between not drafting pitchers for other pitchers and using some of these kids, where we say playing the kids and so on. They've got to get a more robust pitching prospect farm here, as opposed to we're way better on the position players than we are pitching prospects. So, and this is where I think the Yankees need to get better. And guys like Brian Sabean and Minaya will help not only develop these guys, whoever they get them from, but convince guys like Cashman to not trade away some of these guys for other pitchers. Cashman has a much better track record at signing free agent pitchers than he is at trading for pitchers. Okay, that's pretty obvious. I think we can all admit that. And I'm not, I wasn't crazy about the moves. But the Frankie Montas move, I should say. I do like Lou Trevino. I hope Frankie Montas comes back healthy, but the price tag was way too high. Giving up Ken Waldichuk and J.P. Sears, that sucked. And I understand Hayden Wesneski. I think that's going to pan out with Scott Efros, even though he's missing the year. He's got 4 years left of control after this year. So, and I think he's going to be a valuable asset. And he's already shown that he can be valuable. So once he recovers from Tommy John, I think he'll be fine. That wasn't the big price to pay. The big price to pay was for the trade they got for Montas. And I know he got a reliever back, Trevino, okay, and he was really great when he came here. But, I'd hate to see Sears and Waldichuk turn into something special in Oakland. So, this is where I think Sabean and Omar Minaya are going to be helpful to be able to keep some of these guys and convince Cashman or whoever the powers may be, Hal, whoever it is, and say, let's not trade for this guy. Let's use it. Let's play these kids. Let's give these pitchers a chance, okay? And that's where I think Matt Crook, I think, might get a chance because he's the only pitching prospect right now who threw 100 innings last year. So he can come in and maybe contribute at the fifth spot. It might be Herman, might be Schmidt, but I would be looking hard at Matt Crook, okay? And I hope, we get more pitching prospects drafted, whether it be internationally, Atlantic, and whatever it is, independent league, college draft. But they've been heavily, reliant on position players over the last several years in terms of building a farm. So that's exactly where I wanted to, communicate that to you. I want to know what you think. Let me know if you agree with me or not. I think they're gonna, improve significantly the pitching prospect side of the Yankees and help them not trade them away so often. If you're going to get an ace pitcher, do it in free agency, or get some kind of heavy pitcher, do it in free agency, at least as it comes to the Yankees. So that's what I would do. And his track record, again, has not been good acquiring pitchers. It's been much better signing pitchers. He got CeCe, he got Cole, like those guys, he got Nestor here, like those types of moves, yes. But as it turns to the trade deadline, he's not good. And again, I give Cashman credit where it's due, but I gotta call it out where it's due too. So, and that is more low, way beyond due, way past due. So, Sabean and Minaya, I think, are going to be very, very valuable assets on that particular area in terms of developing players and bringing in players for the Yankees. and keeping players for the Yankees. Okay, let me know what you think. If the Yankees make any moves, this week, they're still looking to fill at left field. There's still some guys that they're looking at. So I'll put it out. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, I hope you do that. And if you do, just hit the notifications, hit the like button and the notification bell so you don't miss the stuff. But pitchers and catchers, 1 week away, baby. But let's talk about Sabean and Minaya right now. Let me know what you think. Talk to you later.